Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Warriors Den. So, I'm all by myself. Here it is. Pope left me. Stuck on the couch alone. So, a couple of news. We have a good show today. We have some guests that will join us in a couple of minutes. But before, we had a maintenance this morning. The game was down on all platforms to fix an issue that would cause a crash while navigating the in-game menus. So you have to admit it's pretty annoying. So we did a maintenance to fix that. Also, second point of news, the Revenge update. We are seeing some issues right now with Revenge gain in certain cases. I'm going to read that to make sure I get it right. So when two opponents land their initial hit on you, but on the same frame, in certain cases where damage over time abilities are involved. So we are investigating that right now. So if you have any occurrences, you have videos, please send that our way so we know a little bit more. Quick reminder in the news, last week we talked about Playing Hard, the documentary on the creation of For Honor. We shot it this Monday. I was in San Francisco at the GDC. We shot it during the film festival. It was supposed to arrive on Netflix yesterday. It is postponed to April the 5th. So quick note on that. I know some people ping me on Twitter, say, yeah, come it's late, blah, blah, blah. Just that you know, like this is an independent film. Like our only participation is because we are the subject of the film. So we didn't decide what's in the film, the editing, the music, because it would have been much more me in the film if I had any choice to make. So, no, but seriously, it's not like we are really the subject of the film. So it's postponed until April 5th, so we have no role on when it's going to be available. I know you want to see it, so just to tease you a little bit more, we are going to show you the official trailer of Playing Hard. Let's take a look.
War. The natural state of our species.
Knight, Viking, or samurai. Warriors are remembered because of the battles that they fight. What would you fight for?
Come on in! Ah!
I'm here with Jason, the Dark Lord Vandenberg.
I pitched this project for 10 years, and I was half convinced that I was crazy. But now, we gotta go.
We're in this together. We're gonna do a great fucking job.
Showtime, people.
I devoted my life to entertaining people and to fill their hearts with new ideas. I can't imagine more meaningful work for me.
4 cops get out, and they're like, I need to see your cane. He goes, you have a sword in here?
These barbarians, they seem like they're good people, huh? But that is all a lie. When night falls, they stab each other with their knives.
It's a really dark place that I'm in right now. My baby is being taken away from me.
We grieve the brutal murder, a horrific massacre of dozens of innocent people.
There is a lot of hate in this world. I think that art is a way to strike back against anger and oppression and violence. And it's all I've got.
Okay, so there it is. It's this little sneak peek. So you saw some cool stuff, some behind the scenes that you probably never saw before. And the mask I have is a sleep apnea mask. It's not oxygen. I don't need that. It's a sleep apnea mask. So if you wonder why do I have this on my face, in the film I explain a little bit more about that. So tournament, we have some tournament this week. So now the question for me is whenever I check that section is whether or not someone screwed over with the time difference. Because usually they try to make fun with me and they change the time. So let's take a look. So this week, the first thing they did is to put a full line in Russian. So thank you very much, whoever did that. Nice joke. So Battle Lawless, it's obviously a 2v2 combat tournament. It's on PC this Saturday at 3 p.m. GMT, 11 a.m. East Coast time. See, Team Loki is a Russian clan, also helps new players. So if you want to join, find them on Discord. And there's 500 rubles at the moment, but it could increase. I have no idea how much it is. I'm not like a human machine. I'm not Damien, who has all this data in his brain and can convert money like that. The other tournament is Turtle Invasion 1v1 on PC this Sunday, March 24th at 10 a.m. GMT, 6 a.m. EST. So this is a guarantee I will still be asleep. And yeah, the creator for Vodka seems to be Russian as well. So not much more info. So please send us this information. In the weeks to come, we want to do more coverage of those tournaments, and you'll see why very, very, very soon. I'm not saying more, but we're going to be able to talk more about those tournaments. So we want to know who won, what happened, any upset. Clutchmeister seems to win all the tournament based on his Twitter account, so I want to know a little bit more about that. So last week we introduced the Blackfriars Riposte. I got it right this time. The Blackfriars Riposte event, so yay! So we made an infographic, just a reminder, all the cool stuff you still can get. So Max, let's rule the infographic. So here we are. It's our seasonal event. It's going up until next Thursday, still a week. You have a theme atmosphere, new main menu, new face-off screen, team soldiers and objectives, and thematic orders. Some new exclusive content as well to come in the event. And we're going to show again the content of the week that we showed last week, I believe. So let's take a look. So, I have to speak slower, I was told during the video. So hopefully this is not too fast. Seriously, I will try to slow down my pace. I know I have I speak too fast. So Battle of Attrition, remember to... So during the event as well, there is a game mode, Battle of Attrition. Try out this limited game mode event before March 28th. So you have to conquer zones as attackers or defeat enemies as defender to gain points in Battle of Attrition. So this game mode is there up until next week. And also the bundle, we have our limited Blackbriar's Riposte bundle, which will stay available after the event until April 1st. It is not an April Fool, but it is until April 1st, so don't miss it. Event order, you cannot forget about this week's event order to be the faction with the most takedowns performed. I think this is the Warriors Den when we have the most images to come in when I'm there, because it always go there. So, Mala Ultro Adsunt, Max, put that back in. Mala Ultro Adsunt, to be the factions with the most takedowns performed. So you have to participate, and it is until next week at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And Loot Fest, finally, we have an extra Loot Fest starting tomorrow and going through the weekend, and we also have an image for that. So those are for the event. Oh yeah, and we have a community contest. Reminder, like you have to shape your own destiny with the best GIF or meme inspired by the recently announced Blackbriar's Riposte event. So let your creativity show for a chance to win an exclusive 400 customized Blackbriar's Riposte pin. This is the image of the pin. I love the image. So you have to send your entries to forhonorcontest@ubisoft.com. You can see the address at the bottom of your screen. So last week there was a mistake in this address. And you can post on Reddit, but if you don't send it to this address, you are not part of the contest. So the full rules are on forhonorgame.com, and they are important to read because if you don't respect them, you're out as well. I'm sorry, there are some rules for a contest. So let's take a look at some of the entries we have already gotten. Do we have any? No, we don't? It was like, if any, so obviously the message didn't get through. So let's not take a look at any of the entry we got. So again, some people are playing with me. So it seems like they want to have fun. It's like my first Warriors Den alone with Pope being gone. So it's like, let's have fun. At least they put a line in Russian. They didn't mess up with the time, but something that's not there. So weekly quest. So this week we are going to play the weekly quest. So let's roll a transition while Phil and Manu are joining us on the couch. So during the last break, I was asked to speak slower. And during this break, I was asked to repeat something. So obviously I'm doing something wrong. And I said it. No, for the contest, send it to the email address in the bottom of your screen. If it's on Reddit and not in the email, you are not in the contest. Was that good, Alex?
That's perfect.
Perfect, good. So one thing you didn't see during the break is we put an element there. We changed the setup of our show. So Phil?
Yes.
Phil Grégoire, game designer. Manu, dev tester. How are you, guy?
Great. Not bad.
Not your first time on the show?
No.
Your first time on the show?
No.
Not the
I've
first
been there
time?
a couple of times.
Yeah.
Manny is there often to do tiny things in the background that you don't see. So we look smart.
Yeah.
It really helps. So now it's to look good on screen. So today we're going to do a bit of arcade.
Yes.
With the weekly quest.
Yeah.
So instead of just showing it and talking about it with a dramatic voice and lighting that Max always do, we thought it would be fun to play it and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not the one who's going to play because why are you laughing?
No,
You think it's going to be a disaster? Probably.
Yeah.
So Max, can we show the image of the weekly quest so I can read it in a dramatic tone?
Yep.
Do we have it in dramatic tone I can read? No, not even. Black Friars, Supremacy. Oh, I have it there. I will read it there. Now the Itrivatnan, whoever chose that name, now that Itrivatnan is safe, Vortigern wants to reclaim Westall from the samurai. Damon the Scavenger. The Black Friars have sent Ox to locate Damon and his troops. It is your duty to hunt them all.
Nice read. Yeah, so basically it's the follow-up to last week's quest in terms of narrative. So last week we were inside the siege of Itrivatnan in terms of narrative. We were looking at what was going on. So Vortigern killed the Jarl of the Vikings. And
He what?
Yeah, he did. In single combat. And then during our quest, we were seeing what happened afterwards while you, as one of his followers, were hunting down the second in command. So this week, he's sending you, like we just saw, in Westhold, where the last samurai that was in charge of the samurai attack on Itrivatnan, we're hunting him down now this time. So yeah, we'll launch it right away.
So let's take a look. So you're playing together, right?
Yeah, we're playing in co-op.
In co-op, so.
Which will increase
Now that Itrivatnan is safe, Vortigern wants to reclaim Westall from the samurai, Damon the Scavenger.
Yeah, that's what you just read.
Yeah, I know. I was reading it again because it was close to my eyes.
You'll see this new one. Yeah.
The isolated forge, Vortigern's Ox has spotted a group of samurai raiding an isolated forge in Westall. End them before they can rejoin the army.
All right. So this first one, we have 3 enemies. Quite easy. One that has no modifier, and then we increase the modifiers on each enemy. One that has super armor can be tricky, but it shouldn't be a big deal. All right. All right, it's on you.
Oh, they go.
All right, let's back up a bit.
You already killed one of them?
No, just minions.
Okay, it's a minion.
Yeah. Because archers can be annoying in this game.
Oh, yeah. Watch out, your enemy has revenge now.
Yeah.
He's giving you a hard time. Oh, yeah, get him! Get him!
All right.
Ah, nice. Wait an execution. No, if we saw it, no, we didn't see the execution. But now we're
I'll
following
take care
Phil.
of these archers.
The bush is on.
Yeah, he is. Super armor on this one. Oh.
You're in trouble.
Kill the archers, get one.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. Whoops.
Can you... I'll get the kill. Oh! The archer got me.
Not easy, eh? Ah, there you go.
All right.
Execute.
The
Good.
last one, the Shigoki.
Oh no, don't earn the Shigoki.
He knocks us down with his heavy
He's probably
attack,
gonna hit us
so...
more.
Yeah. We'll be careful with him. I'll go deal... Oh, no, you're out of life now. You can try to switch.
What do you want to do?
Oh, shoot. All right.
You're alone. Can you attract him somewhere else and go revive your partner?
We can try, but I have the aggro, so it's going to be quite difficult.
Yeah, but he's slow, he's big.
Right. No. This is problematic.
End up on your ass. Not good. Oops, headbutt. Swing his big bat at you. You're in trouble, man.
Yeah.
Gives you some love.
Right.
And you lost!
Yes. All right. First try.
Yeah, the big guy gave you some love.
I love the
Doesn't
love.
control his strength.
All right, you're going? All right, cool. Oh, no. He's on you again.
I was about to say... Oops. Get rid of them. Good thing to do.
Yeah.
You killed him pretty easily before, so I expect nothing less this time.
Oh.
Whoops,
Parry. Ooh. Yeah, the other stand punish there.
Nice. Finish him and revive your partner.
Nice. All right.
Oh, you're back on your feet.
I'll go kill the archer.
Yeah, that one, yeah. All right, he's coming on me. Yeah.
This one is a super armor, right?
Exactly, uninterruptible, so even if we hit him, he continues the attack, which can be a lot tricky. We're not used to always having that on characters.
Hey, Charles.
The other archer is like...
Yeah. Oof, I'm bleeding. Oh.
Is there a maximum time you can be revived and then...
Yeah, the counter goes down like in any other game modes.
Okay.
Alright, you're full health, good.
Yeah, I'll take
guys.
the aggro from the Shugo.
Yeah.
Kill the archer, get some more health.
Ouch. Nice.
That's gonna hurt.
Alright, Obi-Wan got one left. Alright, coming
The
back.
reason why you're not there helping him is because you took care of the archers, right?
Yeah, killed the archers, and I have a modifier that gives me life back. Oh, maybe this can help us a bit if I can manage this. No. Oh,
And a hug. And... it's like, I have a feeling of deja vu.
Yeah.
Like there was a hug and then he kicked your ass. Okay, third time's a charm. That's the expression, right?
Yeah, we are gonna get it this time for sure. Like, again, there we go. A few hits. Okay. Going down.
So any change to your strategy to get it this time, or you're just going the same way that you've done before?
We'll see how our health situation is in that last part. If I can get the kills here, I'll get some health back. While Menu take care of the Bushi.
So Menu's doing the heavy lifting while you're taking care of the minions.
Yeah, go join him now. Try to hit, yeah, that's good. Right. Let him, then her revenge. Alright. Oh wow, already?
The revenge arrived quite
new
fast.
revenge rule, right? Yeah, the issue we have in some place with revenge and live is also true with arcade. Alright, well, that's not bad. Oh, Menu's gonna go get the archers this time.
Yeah.
Careful, he's gonna go on you though. No, he passed you and should be coming on me.
Go get the one that you can.
Okay, so Menu's taking care of the third archer in the back. So let's hope there'll be something good happening now.
Yeah, it's not going bad now. Alright, careful.
Push you in the face, that's a bit humiliating. Oh,
Nice.
haha! No hug this time. At least for now. Alright, come on guys. He's cornered now. In boxing, he will be like in the corner and singing, hey!
Third time.
Third time the charm. Hopefully, it won't need 3 times every combat. How many?
4 encounters.
4 encounters. So, chapter 2, Fort Rosa, Collis. The 2 heirs of Damien have subterfuge in Fort Rosa, Collis. But I didn't have time to read.
Alright, so
The
now
reason why we're laughing is because it's a swear in French.
yeah. So we have more damage with our light attacks, but the Orochis have the same thing, and they have more health, just so, so it's easy, right?
More damage with more health and more damage with their light.
Yeah. And
No
Orochis with light attacks, more damage, so yeah, it will be dangerous.
Everything will be fine.
But no, I think the setup is not too bad, especially if you're playing co-op. Still have archers.
You think? You didn't design those things?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so you know.
Careful, he's on you. Yes, for some reason. Here we go. Which archer is shooting? Ah, the one in the back. True.
Archers!
Alright. Let him spend his... Oh, God. Got an achievement unlocked. Yeah.
Congrats! I'm still excited when I achieve an achievement.
Of course you are. You're allowed to.
Even in any games I play, I'm like, yay, I unlocked something.
Ah.
Like a dance happening.
Ah. I down the other one, Trent. Shoot. Alright, I have to kill that first one a lot faster.
Yeah. Oops.
Oops. Alright, yeah, we need to try to deal with some...
so do you have archers to kill on this?
There's a set of archers in front, and then there's some in the back up there. You see them shooting arrows down. Yeah. But the thing is, I think if he's still going on menu. After those archers come back to the start point with him, where the first... maybe here, yeah. Back up with him a bit to let him back. Yeah. Yeah, go finish.
Oh, even if you have more power with your light attack, is it still worthwhile using the heavy?
Yeah, well, it depends especially on the combos that your hero has. Of course, if he does a lot of damage on heavy, especially in punishes when you're able to wall splat or push him down, that's for sure, that's a good one. But sometimes light attacks are so fast that they do a lot of damage. In this case. Oh boy. Where are you? Where are you?
Right there.
Then look at this guy.
He did let you revive him. Thank you very much, mister.
Alright, there you go. Cool.
Do they have a chance to win this time?
Hey, he's coming. Let him come.
Okay, let's kick his ass, guys.
Yeah. Careful. We can trigger it. Oh no. Here we go. Now. Don't trigger it then. We'll just spam.
Okay, I got it. I'm okay.
Is it me or was it easier to kill the second one?
It was a lot easier.
Why?
I don't know.
I think because we were more careful about activating his revenge.
Okay.
He didn't
so the first encounter, the first Orochi activated his revenge.
We were just spamming and the... Oh, unexpected alliance.
Yeah.
I mean, for samurai, have something. Have steel, something.
So in this case, you're learning that the samurai are now working with the Vikings for some reason. So in this case, the daemon, the samurai, who is called the daemon, he's being protected by 3 Vikings. And in this case, this time we're facing a survive encounter. So in this encounter, we need to survive for 2 minutes against all these bots. But to help us, they deal less damage while we get HP on kills and get more revenge quicker as well. Cool. So this is one of the new type of encounters we've added with this patch last week. Last week there was 1 survive encounter as well in the quest. This time it's the second one. Players can expect to see most of them every week, at least 1 per week. One of those new, either this one to survive or the kill target one.
Well, it's cool to actually.
Yeah. Add some diversity to the type of objectives you can have. In this case, we don't need to really kill. We can try to just survive as long as we can. And then we have as well a small health boost over here that we can come take if we're ever in danger, like I just did.
Okay, you survived 50 seconds so far.
Yeah, it's going well. You go one down.
One down.
So he'll respawn after a few seconds.
Yeah, but that's okay.
But yeah, so while he's doing that, we have some respite a bit, so I can... Oh!
Or not.
62 damage on that heavy. Careful, I'm down.
So, Manu, you have 50 seconds. All by yourself.
And he executed me, so I can't be revived.
That was a smart move. Go, Manu, go. Go, Manu, go.
With the revenge modifier, it's quite not easy to defend, but I mean, you get revenge faster, so...
I mean, right now it's a 1v1.
Yeah, and the other two will revive. And,
yeah, but...
Yeah, one's right there already. Go ahead, the health boost is up. Go back. Yeah, you're almost on it. Right to your left. Right there.
And revenge. Okay.
10 seconds.
10, 9, the pressure is there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You did it!
There we go. Yeah.
Victory.
Good job, Manu.
A minute all by yourself.
Yeah.
Thanks, Phil. We're pretty useless. The final battle, Damon the Scavenger is hiding in Arrowgate with former supporter of Jarl Jafnar protecting him. Seal Damon's fate and reconquer Westfold.
Once and for all.
Once and for all.
Yeah.
And have time to read the rest of the thing.
So quite a lineup here. Damon is a Kensei. He has a lot of HP. He does a lot of damage with his heavy attacks, and he has a shield as well. So yeah, it's going to take a lot from us to kill him. And he has two warlords that keep coming back even if we kill them. So we need to be careful. But to advantage, they're not interested in fighting right away. They're going to come a bit further down the line, or like right there if we aggro him. But yeah, that one. Oh wow, that's a lot.
So I love it. It's Damon the Kensei. It's like, you know what I mean? It's Damien.
Damien.
Is that Link?
Nope. No? Well, we should ask Elise who wrote these lines. But yeah, so this one is a kill target encounter. So we only need to kill Damon. We don't need to kill the two others to win. Of course, killing them will help us in this.
Yeah, only kill Damon. It's I would take the only out of the equation.
But yeah, so as soon as that guy is dead, it's over. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So if we stay right in the center of this here, the warlords won't come attack. Oh no, they're going on menu. Yeah. So we only have one now. The other one is staying back. Yeah, shit. Oh, careful, yeah, I see. Revenge, but his shield is almost out. Okay, the second one is there. Oh, wow. Catch attack. Try to...
and they are protecting him like they're...
Yeah.
You try to go revive your partner, right?
Of course I am. Are they gonna let me? Look at this!
They're dead.
Oh, and then I die.
Thanks, bud.
All right. So when the encounter starts, we're going to let him come to us.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep those warlords out of the picture for now.
Let's do that.
Because that's actually the thing that players should do when they start an encounter. They can learn the aggro of the bots. Some won't always come to you. Some will stay in their little corner and wait for you to come, or they will eventually join the fight.
But it's one thing, when we announce arcade, that we're explaining to people, it's like a puzzle. You need to find the best way to overcome it. And in that case, like what you decided to stay back, and so the warlords are not attacking you. So you can focus entirely on Damon. Oh, one of the boy, they're both there now.
So I'm going to try to gain my revenge, but this guy is hitting hard. Alright. Alright, that's good damage. I'm gonna die. Shoot. Not bad, not bad. It's a better try.
So third time the charm is out of the window?
Yeah, this time, yeah.
Well, it's the final encounter, so it's normal.
Yeah, it's normal, yeah. It's getting harder, of course, over the time.
How many tries did we give them?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. Two more? Two more? All right.
Let's go. Okay, 2 more. No pressure. Let's focus, guys.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shit, we ignored him. Alright, cool. I'll keep him out of the fight, yeah, if it's okay.
I wish you would be in here with us. You can feel the tension in the room. I'm stressed. Fuck.
Oh,
tension is high. Stakes are high.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so you're fighting out of screen right now with the two warlords.
Yeah.
One menu is
get some revenge would be good. Exactly what I wanted. Then we'll come here. Watch out for it. Ah, shoot. Oh. Oh no.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. Now I'm like stressed.
So we talked a bit about last week. How last week? Yeah, I came on last week. No, 2 weeks ago. Sorry, when we read the patch notes and everything about how the difficulty balancing is going to slightly change for season 10. Well, season 2 of year 3. Yeah. And one part we were seeing that a lot of players are seeing when they're playing is that even if they're max gear score, they still feel, well, not they feel, it's actually true, they deal less damage than normal, we could say.
Okay.
And then bots do a lot more damage than usual. That's the thing that we're reviewing right now. We're looking into probably easing things down, that you're going to deal normal damage probably. We're still playing with the numbers, of course, but it's something we're investigating.
The goal for next season?
Yeah, that's the goal. We want to make it tough, of course, at this level, like really hard, but we don't want to necessarily over punish you. Yeah. We want to make it more fun for everybody.
So that's okay, guys. You didn't succeed.
Yeah, we'll leave you to show us how you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, thank you for coming on the show. It was fun.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't win.
Yeah, no,
so thank you, and now we're going to transition to our next segment. Thanks again, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome. Thanks. So I am all by myself again. So Dev Talks, we've done one, I think 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, I don't remember. So we're going to do a next one today. We shot that one before Christmas. And we're meeting today Yuri Flammenbaum is a VFX artist on the team here. Very interesting guy. So let's take a look, and we're going to come back and end the show with the Community Corner. Hello everyone, in today's Dev Talk we have Yuri Flammenbaum, VFX artist on For Honor. Hello Yuri, how are you?
Not bad, you?
I'm good, thank you. First thing first, we had Mariana on the show a couple of months ago. I don't know if you remember, her name is Mariana Turchiari Bucco. So a French name, an Italian name, but she's from Brazil. Yuri is also from Brazil, but you have a German name.
Yeah, it's a German last name and a Israeli first name. Yeah, so.
And you're from Brazil?
Yeah, from Brazil as well.
Wow. So you see, super international. So Yuri, for how long have you been on For Honor?
I've been in For Honor since a little bit before we launched, so about 2 years and some months now.
Okay. And what does a VFX artist do?
Oh man, we're four.
Man, brace yourself, it's coming.
We're four on the team, so we all have very various duties. Two of us really work on the gameplay stuff. We work on the effects on the environments, on events such as like the giant volcano that exploded.
The volcano.
Yeah, so we worked on that. Yeah, it's us, and we worked on.
People love the volcano.
I hope so. We spent a lot of time working on that. The effects that you can equip on characters, and yeah, and the gameplay feedback. We can't forget the gameplay effects, the blood, all that stuff. It's us.
On blood, it's you as well. Ah, you see, blood splatter. those guys. So you were telling me before we started to shoot that you work a lot with our team in Chengdu, Shanghai, and you had the chance to visit them as well.
I did. I went there twice, once a year, but it's I go there to basically make sure, because all our effects are essentially done there for the equipable ones. We call them mood effects here, but anyways, I think you guys call them effects. And then, so over there, they receive our order. We give them a concept art of what we want, sort of like these broad ideas, and they come back with the effects. Now, we're sort of limited with what we can and can't put in the game in terms of performance, what can visually be seen in the game and stuff like that. So I have to correct and give them a lot of feedback on that, and that's basically the back and forth. So visiting them also helped getting that relationship up to par.
And Shanghai, it's actually a direct flight, so that's not too bad.
Oh, yeah, it's 14 hours.
It's a 14-hour flight, though. Yeah. But I've been last summer, and it's quite long to get there.
It is.
It is, yeah. So before working at Ubisoft, were you working in a video game as well?
I was working for a subsidiary of Warner Brothers.
Okay.
That was Digital Dimension. It's a small company. So I had the pleasure of working with them for Mortal Kombat 10, Injustice: Gods Among Us, and Shadows of Mordor. Yeah. So.
And you joined Ubisoft how long ago?
6 years ago now.
And which other project did you work on before For Honor?
Rainbow Six, Watch Dogs 2, and now For Honor.
And how did you first encounter For Honor? Was it at the annual assembly when we show all the projects? And how did you pay attention? Okay, I'd like to work on that project.
This is a long time ago. I was still like a newbie at Rainbow Six. There was a lot of talks about the changing of like the names from like the project name that you guys had, and then to Hero. So there was a bunch of different code names. So I started like looking a little bit at what that project was. It changed a lot since then, but that's where I first heard of it.
And when did you decide, okay, I'd like to work on that project?
Well, so I had just finished wrapping Watch Dogs 2. So usually effects artists, when they're not planted in the project since the inception, we kind of just go from project to project. So I had a couple of offers on the table, but when they showed us the effects that we can make on the characters equipable, so like a fire effect in the beginning, we had the cherry blossoms and all those really cool different effects. Like it was a vast array, and they were like, this is what you can possibly be doing for the next few years. I was like, sign me up. I want to keep doing these weird effects, the rainbow, all that stuff. It was super fun working on that stuff. Easy choice.
I didn't ask you. Are you a knight, a Viking, or a samurai?
Easily, I'm a samurai. Yeah.
He's a samurai, so.
Fell in love with the Orochi the first time I played him. Yeah, it was very fun.
And still playing the Orochi today?
I am poorly, but still playing with him.
Yeah, I will never you can talk about that, because I'm not that good of a player, like I mentioned many times. And what's your favorite game mode?
My favorite game mode. I played Breach quite a bit because I had to go to Brazil to present the Breach mode. So I played that one quite a lot. But the Carousel of Death was by far the funnest one to play.
Yeah, that's what the Carousel of Death is, one of the game mode that we bring in certain events, on certain weekends. So it's I don't know when it will come back, but when it comes back, it is a very fun mode.
Chaotic.
Exactly. So I like to go maybe to. Because one of the things that people enjoy is to see the various paths that people can take to come and work in video game. And you have an very interesting one from what you told me. So you studied as a cartoon animations.
Yeah. So I started what I wanted to do as a career initially was 2D animation. I came to Canada when I was still a kid, and I couldn't speak the language. I had to work really hard on that, so making friends was a little difficult. And I would watch cartoons a lot, and I was like, man, that's what I want to do when I grow up. And I stuck with that dream until I went to school to do it. I finished a degree in 2D animation, so I did that for 4 years. And there was just no more jobs, as I found out. Like apparently paper animation is just not very viable anymore. So I decided to go for my second passion, which was video games, and studied in that, and here I am today.
And what's the game, like you say, your second passion? So is there a game that you can see in your past, okay, this is the game that got you and really into video games?
Oh, what drew me in when I was a kid was Donkey Kong Country. Like that was the game that I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. But what really drew me into, let's say, game devs was when I started discovering, for example, GoldenEye and like these 3D shooters that you can pretty much walk around anywhere. I was like, this is a world that we can basically create, and I wanted to do that in the future if 2D didn't pan out, and it didn't.
I worked on GoldenEye.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, on Nintendo 64, and I was doing the marketing at the time at Nintendo, and it was one of the greatest experiences. Doing a tour of all the colleges in Ontario and Quebec and having people play. And if there's one game in my life that was really, really, really good at, it's GoldenEye. Yeah. We're playing with my friends in split screen, 4 of us, and the losers has to go buy beer.
Oh, that's great.
I never bought beer. That was the other guy who had to go buy the beer. So let's move on to another topic, like you and the community. Like, do you go on Reddit? Do you follow those things, or you try to stay away from that?
I go to Reddit mostly because I work a lot in the event effects and the effects that you can equip. So I like to see what the fan reaction is like, if they like it or if they don't like it. And then I try to improve on it. I also like to dig deep and see if there's any ideas for stuff that people want. So I do read the requests. Doesn't mean we can make them, but I do read them.
So you see, if you have special requests on effects, Yuri will read them.
I'm lurking there somewhere. So yeah, it's.
And is there anything you read there, like you say, okay, that's interesting, or?
What's funny is that there was a couple of effects. I'm not gonna say which, but like I saw a bunch of effects that people were requesting, and we were already developing them as they were requesting them. So I thought that was really cool. Meant at least that I was hitting on the right cylinders there.
Cool. What was your favorite moment while working on the game?
On For Honor. Yeah. Man, there's a few, but when we unveiled Marching Fire, I had the pleasure of being with the team here in Montreal, watching E3 as they showed it to the community. So when Roman walked in and everything, everybody cheered. It was such a powerful moment. It was really nice to live like that and watching it.
And any final word for our community?
Yeah, well, thank you very much for the continuous support. The Brazil community, I can't thank you enough for being there. And
maybe a small word in Portuguese for them?
Muito obrigado por tudo. Eu adoro tudo que vocês me falaram quando eu estava lá. E muito obrigado.
Brazilian community, we love you. I was actually invited to go like in 2 days for the Comic-Con. I couldn't attend. I'm really sorry. I wish I would have been there. Yeah. It was a last-minute thing, and so I couldn't join. So, Yuri, thank you very much.
Thank you
for joining us. Thank you, everyone, for watching this Dev Talk, and see you very soon. So thank you, Yuri, for this nice interview. Yuri was actually on the show last week when we talked about the event. So now it is time to talk about the Community Corner. So we have a couple of videos to show you, and we're going to end the show with one of them. So the first video this week is from Zobi64G. We got a new raider! Welcome, Justin. We made this for you.
Raider! Raider! I know it's you! Raider! Raider! Raider!
You talk too much.
Raider!
Our dear Justin, our new cam devs replacing Mr. Pope. So welcome, Justin. Welcome aboard. So we actually received that video, I think, last Friday when we had a little dinner for Eric's departure from the team, and Justin challenged people to make some fun stuff, and we received that video quite fast. Second video, I'm Fref. Name of the clip, Jesus Christ.
Vi har bara traded blows, så de är bägge low. Lol. 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 Lol.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
I never watched those videos before the show, so my reactions are genuine. So, it's Jason Bourne. So, third video by Not J. Gay. Fuck. Come on, guys. Video The Satisfaction.
Three. Done my glass. Tie game.
Okay, so, like fighting your twins. So, next video from Gypsy Frenzy. You're all I need, son.
The enemy rally.
Where the hell are the other guys? He's waiting for his buddies and he's all by himself with 1 minion. Poor dude. I haven't seen the next one, but I was here when that happened. So Long Dong of the Law 00. Glorious Eric Pope obliterates Grumpy Twitch Guy. That is the name of the film, the video.
So I just want to, for a moment, it's not related to what's in the PowerPoint, but one grump in the chat, there's always one. He's like, no one cares about this, give us balance. 4,000 people are watching that care about this, but this one guy wants to hear about balance. We actually added a live update this morning in addition to this, so for you, Grumpy Balance Man.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
We increased the Warlord's headbutt into stab damage to 15. It was 12. Jang Jun, maybe our most strongest character in the game right now, got a little nerfage. Decreased his top heavy finisher damage to 35. Decreased his side heavy finisher damage to 35. Decreased his light finisher damage to 18. And decreased his zone attacks to 25. And I'm not done. Black Prior, also seen as a little bit too strong, has gotten a little light nerfage as well. Decreased the Black Prior's light finisher damage to 17. Decreased the heavy finisher damage to 35. Increased his... they called it Jawbreaker, but that's a dev term. It's the Tenebrous Rising recovery to 500 milliseconds from 300, and increased the full block stance exit animation to 400 milliseconds. It was 200. So there's your balance. Bam! Stop grumping in my stream.
I dropped them off. Well, I think my favorite part of that video is looking at Nicola, Yuri, and I, just looking at Pope. And we have no idea where this is going to end because we didn't have all those numbers. So we're like, okay, he keeps going, he keeps going. So there you go. Next video. EG Viserion I-tier Dominion gameplay. Nicely done. Next video is a bit longer though. This one was about 8 seconds. From Master James 44, Nerf Rep 200. It's a meme montage. Meme montage number 7.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Fuck!
Nope.
Fight!
Son, where'd you find this?
Gotcha!
Hello again.
Roman kick.
Nope.
Roman kick. Roman kick.
See, I pulled a sneaky on you.
Nice.
Is this it? Is this the end? What sequence of events brought me to this point? What abhorrent circumstances led me here? Is this the cruel, painful plan that was orchestrated by a malevolent deity? Who am I really? What purpose did I serve in this life that was granted to me? I suppose I'll never know. If this is what my life has led up to, and if this is truly the end, then I accept my fate.
Cool. So we're gonna hit the last video in just a minute before concluding the show. Quick reminder on the community contest. You need to send us your meme or your GIF, Now I'm confused. Your GIF. Poor Damien, get out of my head. For Honor contest with an S. Look at the bottom of the screen at Ubisoft.com. You need to send us the email if you want to be eligible to the contest. So now that it's done, let's go to our last video. So thank you very much, everybody, for being here with us this week. So we're going to see you next week. But one last video from Flux Deluxe. Other Side Berserker Montage. For our Other Side Berserker Montage. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice week.